Raiders fans, the moment we've all been waiting for is finally here. Tomorrow, the NFL Draft goes live and all the rumors, all the guessing games will finally be over. The Las Vegas Raiders have a big decision to make with the 6th overall pick. Fans have been debating for weeks. Should we go for a powerful defender, a star quarterback, or someone completely unexpected? But here's the truth. Only the Raiders know what they're planning. And whoever they choose, it could be a move that shocks the NFL, or a choice we can all get excited about. Before listening to the latest news, subscribe to the channel, like it, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Let's move on to the new news. Now back to business. This is my final mock draft before the real deal. I've already shared several mock drafts during the off-season, but this one? This one matters most. We're going through all 7 rounds for the Raiders, starting with pick number 6. The big question is, who will still be available when it's our turn? Let's break it all down right now. All right, Raider Nation, no trade tricks this time. We're going straight through the draft, round by round, and choosing the best players for our future. And it all starts with one name. Shedeur Sanders. Yes, that's right. With the 6th overall pick, I believe the Raiders should lock in Shedeur Sanders as our quarterback of the future. Some fans might not agree, but think about it. We've got a chance to grab one of the most accurate and composed QBs in this entire class. And with our current spot in the draft, this kind of opportunity might not come around again. Sure, Geno Smith can hold it down for now, but Shedeur, he could be the long-term leader we've been searching for. Now, as we head into the 2nd round, things get really interesting. The Raiders have several options on the table. Should we focus on defense? Go after a powerful running back? Or maybe strengthen the secondary? Right now, 2 areas stand out: running back and linebacker. Both are crucial if the Raiders want to become serious contenders. We've got plenty of talent to choose from, so the next pick needs to be smart, fast, and built for the Raiders' identity. The Raiders have a golden chance to strengthen the offense, and I say we do it by locking in Tre'Von Henderson at running back. He's explosive, tough, and smart. You want a back who can protect the quarterback, catch passes, and break away for big gains? That's Henderson. He's the full package, and exactly the kind of weapon the Raiders need in the backfield. Why take a running back now? Simple. He's available, he's elite, and we can build around a young quarterback and a dynamic runner at the same time. Now, the board is stacked with other talent, too. Wide receivers like Kyle Williams and Jaden Higgins are still there. Solid options. But we've got time to address that. On defense, names like Xavier Watts and Landon Jackson stand out, no doubt. But right now, we focus on setting the tone on offense. Quarterback, running back, the Raiders are building something serious here, and as we move into the 3rd round, wide receiver and offensive tackle are areas we'll keep a close eye on. But for now, the plan is in motion, and Raider Nation should be fired up. After stacking up on offense, it's time to give the defense some love. Looking at the board, there's talent everywhere. Names like Kevin Winston and Shamar Turner are standing out. But for the Raiders, it's not just about picking big names. It's about plugging in the right pieces. Linebacker is a spot that needs attention, and this draft gives us some intriguing choices. One name I've had my eye on: Danny Stutzman. He's fast, reads plays well, and doesn't miss tackles. That's exactly what the Raiders need in the middle of the field, someone who can be a difference maker from day one. But before that, let's not ignore the 3rd-round prize, Jaden Higgins. He's a powerful receiver who could fit beautifully alongside Jacoby Myers. He's got size, hands, and the physicality to be a real problem for defenses. So now we've got a young quarterback, a dynamic running back, a strong wide receiver, and a leader at linebacker. This draft is starting to look like a serious foundation for the Raiders' future. Let's keep building this monster defense. With linebacker Danny Stutzman already locked in, it's time to double down. The Raiders desperately need strength in the middle of the field, and Teddy Buchanan brings just that. Fast, smart, and aggressive. Pairing him with Stutzman could create a powerful linebacker duo that anchors this defense for years. Now shifting focus to the secondary, It's time to bring in a name I personally believe is underrated, Sebastian Castro. He's the kind of safety who brings energy, makes smart reads, and isn't afraid to hit. Some might say it's a bit early, but the Raiders need guys who can grow into long-term starters, and Castro fits that mold. So far, we've stacked up some serious talent. Shedeur Sanders, the future QB Trevayon Henderson, a playmaking RB Jaden Higgins, a tough wideout 2 linebackers who can lead. And now, a sharp, fearless safety. With just a few picks left, it's time to look at the trenches. Protecting the quarterback is non-negotiable, and Jack Nelson is still on the board. He's tough, disciplined, and has the size to play at the NFL level. He'd be a smart addition to help keep our young quarterback clean and upright. This draft is shaping up to be exactly what the Raiders needed: young firepower on offense, toughness on defense, and a clear plan for the future. With a few picks left on the board, the Raiders keep pushing for value and chemistry. One late-round name that makes perfect sense: Jimmy Horn Jr. He already has strong on-field chemistry with quarterback Shedeur Sanders, and bringing him in could give the Raiders a smooth, plug-and-play option at wide receiver. Think of it like this: when a quarterback and wideout already know each other's rhythm, it cuts the learning curve way down. That matters. And to round out the draft, with the final selection, the Raiders go for one last hidden gem: B.J. Adams, a defensive back out of UCF. He may not be a household name, but he adds depth to a secondary that still needs help. In a league where injuries and matchups change everything, having guys like Adams on standby is smart roster building. Let's break it down. Shedeur Sanders at quarterback, franchise cornerstone Trevayon Henderson, a dynamic runner with big play potential Jaden Higgins and Jimmy Horn Jr., weapons who can grow with shitter Danny Stutzman and Teddy Buchanan, future leaders in the linebacker core Sebastian Castro, a versatile defensive back who can play multiple roles, Jack Nelson, strong protection for the offense B.J. Adams, an under-the-radar addition to the defensive backfield. This draft wasn't just about filling spots. It was about building a future where the Raiders don't just compete, they control the game on both sides of the ball. This 7-round mock might raise eyebrows, but if these players hit, we're talking about a new era in Vegas. The Raiders have made some bold moves in this draft, and it's clear they're aiming for the future. By grabbing Shedeur Sanders in the first round, they secured their quarterback of tomorrow. Trevayon Henderson adds that explosive running back threat, while Jaden Higgins could become a key target for Sanders in the passing game. But it didn't stop there. Danny Stutzman and Teddy Buchanan give the Raiders 2 linebackers with the potential to lead the defense for years to come. The linebacker depth was essential, especially with the recent moves the team made in the offseason. In the secondary, Sebastian Castro brings versatility, and B.J. Adams adds even more depth, giving the Raiders a solid foundation for their defensive backfield. On the offensive line, Jack Nelson gives them the protection needed to keep their new offensive weapons in play. The Raiders have truly focused on both sides of the ball, ensuring they've got a balanced squad. Whether it's offense or defense, this draft brings the depth and potential needed to turn the team into serious contenders in the near future. The next season is looking brighter already.